Hi guys, welcome to Z Media India.com. My name is Simran Keswani, and today with us is a truly versatile talent. She's an actor, she's a model, she's an anchor, and she's also a fashion and lifestyle influencer. So please welcome the incredibly talented Sonam Chhabra. Sonam, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Sonam, I want to tell you that I also create content on Instagram. And when I started, a lot of people recommended me that, you should stick to one niche. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to build a community. But looking at you, I don't think that's necessarily the case because you are, acing in all the genres, whether it's, making videos on manifestation, anchoring, acting, making videos on fashion and beauty. So I want to know that how do you manage to excel in such diverse fields?
Simran, that's a fab question to start with, and glad you asked me that. Honestly, as a creator, everybody comes and tells us that you should have a niche, you should just stick to one topic. But I was speaking to my mother, my late mother, actually, the other day, a couple of months back, and I told her, Mama, everybody tells me this. What should I do? She said, I have never put you in a box. Why should you
Hmm.
put yourself in a box? I have always told you, do whatever you want to do, fly, do this, do that. Don't limit yourself to just one image or one profession or one thing. Then why do you want to put yourself in a box on the basis of other people's opinion, what they think you should be doing? And I'm
Absolutely.
honestly a big Priyanka Chopra fan. And when I
Hmm.
see her being an author, when I see her being an actor, being a producer, when I see her being a mother, when I see her being so many things, it just gives me so much inspiration to sort of never put your personality in a box. And just if you are multi talented, you should be proud of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Sonam, I want to talk about some big things coming up your way, big and exciting things. But before that, I would love if we can take the things from the top and you can walk us through your journey, how you started, what were you doing before you were a content creator, and how now you are at the top of fashion and beauty world.
So, Simran, entertainment and showbiz was never really the idea and the goal. I was super studious. I topped school and university,
Wow.
and um, I was a BCom student. I wanted to just be a good CA, and my father wanted me to prepare for competitive exam to be like a administrative officer. So that was the trajectory of my life that was decided by me and my family. But one of those days in college, as luck has it, the MC didn't turn up, the anchor for
Hmm.
the college festival didn't turn up. I was in my loose t-shirt, my brother's t-shirts and chappals, and you know how you as a student go to college.
Yeah.
And I was serving water backstage, if I'll be honest with you. And
Yeah.
while serving water, I was the only girl in that committee, the organizing committee. They said that, oh, she's the only girl. The MC ditched us last minute. Can we please request you, Sonam, to go on stage? And I was super nervous. I'd never done this before, but I've
Hmm.
always been like fond of talking and putting myself out there. Always out there in fancy dress competitions, but I never thought it could be a profession.
Hmm.
Um, so I went ahead, went to the stage. It was a fab show, and then events started rolling in. I became a live host. Then, from a live host, honestly, the boom of social media began. And during COVID, I found so much of relief and such a lovely community in social media. We all used to do social work together,
Right.
find beds and oxygen and all those times. So social media really gave me an outlet of expression, expressing myself, my poetry, my knowledge, the books that I read. I started sharing that with my followers, and they started loving it. The community started growing, and that's how I had never decided to be an anchor. I became it. I had never decided to be a creator. I got into it. I had never decided to be an actor. I just got into it. Somebody saw me on an event and they saw me anchoring and they said, oh, we have a role for the journalist in one of our movies. Would you be interested? I said, of course, why not?
Wow.
And that happened. So I just go with the flow, Simran. And things, life happens and I take it as it comes.
Right. So, you also have made a mark as an actor. You in the movie Cricket, if I'm pronouncing it right,
Yes.
in 2019, and then you were also featured in Made in Heaven. So, I want to know that how has the transition been for you from being an actor to becoming an actor? It's, I think, huge.
I've always loved the camera. Um, Even as a child, my mother used to take me to the nearest, those cute little local shops where they will click pictures of the kids, make videos.
Yeah.
So she would take me to those studios, and I would really enjoy it. I would really enjoy fancy dress. I would really enjoy my classical dance training. I was a theater student. Even in college, I was pretty big on theater. Um, so honestly, I would say this transition has been pretty natural.
Hmm.
I love acting. I have done a lot. I've studied a lot of acting. I've done a lot of courses about it. So when the role came my way, I was like, absolutely, bring it on.
Right. So this was something that was already planned, like you always wanted to become an actor.
Okay, now that's a tough question because Simran, I've realized in life, you do not plan something. It doesn't go as per
Hmm.
what you plan. It goes as per, like, I will again come back to manifesting, and everything works as per the vibration that you're vibrating at.
Right.
Probably subconsciously, I was vibrating on the vibration of an actor, of somebody who puts themselves out there, of somebody who
Hmm.
enacts, of somebody who feels emotions and then expresses it on screen, and their emotions gets transpired through the screen. I think maybe I was in that vibration, so I manifested acting into my life.
That's lovely. So, but you come from a non-filmy background. So I want to know, were there any challenges that you faced as an outsider?
To be honest, the industry has been beautiful to me, and I think over the years the industry has really evolved into a very very welcoming place for outsiders. I don't like this word, outsider. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like very much a part of the film industry of cinema.
Hmm.
And Nitya Bajaj was directing me. I met Zoya ma'am, Zoya Akhtar, and everybody just welcomed me with open arms. I felt like I was in this community of beautiful women. There was Shobita, I was Shobita Dhulipale, I was sharing the screen with. Um, Not for a minute did any woman on set made me feel like I am an outsider. मैंने तो बहुत
Hmm.
मीडिया न्यूज आर्टिकल्स पढ़े थे, आउटसाइडर्स ऐसा होता है वैसा होता है. पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस मुझे ऐसा बिल्कुल फील नहीं हुआ एज एन आउटसाइडर, नॉट एट ऑल.
Hmm.
The industry has been really kind. It's a great place with corporates coming into play, with OTT coming into play. I think fair play ho gaya. If you act well, you get the part. I auditioned a lot. There were 5 steps of audition. I auditioned with Nandini ma'am and Nandini Shrikant ma'am and Karan, and I just got the part, and it was smooth sailing from there on.
Wow. So
Oh
you were
yes, but
already, yeah.
as a girl who comes from a non-filmy background, um, I felt like the people around me, like my relatives and the community, the neighbors, showed a lot of resistance. Um,
Hmm.
and they would go and tell my parents, what is she doing? Why is she doing this? Why does she come home late? Why is she flying so often? Why is she traveling? Why can't she have a stable job? And all of that.
Yeah.
But my parents have been like,
Right. So you didn't had a hard time convincing anybody that you want to take up this.
no.
That's great. That's amazing.
Except
Also, were
except for
you
my casting director and the audition.
okay? So I think you already were famous before that as an anchor, before you were acting, right? So I want to know कि ऐसा होता है क्या set पे you are treated differently because you're already a famous personality. You are treated differently by the crew members or the team members.
I do feel that if you're established and if you're a very established actor, you do command a certain amount of respect. And
Mm.
मुझे नहीं लगता it's called treating differently. I was just starting in cinema, in
Hmm.
acting, and somebody who's had say 15 years of experience and body of work behind
Hmm.
them, I wouldn't
Hmm.
discount that. And to be honest, I would also treat them differently. I would
Right.
treat them with a lot more respect. I
Hmm.
mean, not respect, but I would be in awe of them. I want respect everybody. It's not like if somebody is not famous, I won't respect them. Respect's the wrong word. I meant to say that, when you see a successful actor, or not just actor, anybody in their industry, if they've achieved something, if they have a body of work that you appreciate, you're bound
Yeah.
to be in awe of that person and their
Yeah. Yeah.
experience. So you're going to treat them with a little more, I don't know, adulation, love,
Yeah.
like be a
You
little
have
bit of a
regard for
fan
their work.
somewhere and have a high
Yeah.
regard. So I other than that, on set, the environment was great. My director treated me with utmost love. I will never forget when we were winding up my episode, the long hug that she gave me. There was me, my director, who was a lady. There was Shobita. Everybody in my scene was a lady. It was more of like a female-driven scene, and it felt like a very tight community of women that day. I'll never forget that moment. So ऐसा नहीं कि हमें किसी ने अलग ट्रीट किया क्योंकि हम नए थे. नहीं, सबने पूरी इज्जत और प्यार दिया. बट ऑफ कोर्स अगर आप एक एस्टैब्लिश्ड एक्टर हो तो आप उन्हें एक ऑ में देखते हो. मैं उसे अलग ट्रीटमेंट नहीं कहूंगी. आई विल से इट्स ह्यूमन नेचर.
Right. Okay. Coming to content creation now, I want to talk about this that, like you said, that you started in 2020, and there were many content creators who emerged after lockdown. They're also known as product of lockdown. तो कभी ऐसा लगता है कि अब इतने कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स आ गए हैं, सो हाउ वुड यू लाइक, डू यू एवर फाइंड इट डिफिकल्ट टू शाइन थ्रू इन द पूल ऑफ अदर क्रिएटर्स और मेक कंटेंट व्हिच इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम अदर पीपल?
सबसे पहले तो मेरी मानसिकता थोड़ी डिफरेंट है. मेरी मानसिकता ये है ही नहीं कि बहुत सारे कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स हैं, मैं अलग से कैसे शाइन करूंगी. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि अगर एक कंटेंट क्रिएटर आगे बढ़ रहा है तो मैं आगे बढ़ रही हूँ. मुझे ऐसा लगता है पूरी कम्युनिटी आगे बढ़ रही है. For example, one of the content creators that I really love, Masoom, was the first Indian to sort of go and represent the content creation, the creator community in Cannes. And she opened pathways for us, and now content creators like us are going and we are going to be shining and representing our country. तो मुझे तो बहुत खुशी हुई जब मोदी जी ने creators award रखे, and I was able to be there, and I felt like my community is growing, content creation is growing, and so I am growing. ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता ना कि एक कम्युनिटी में, एक प्रोफेशन में अकेली मैं रही हूँ और मैं ही शाइन करूँ. और I believe in the power of collaboration. I believe that that if one person sets foot ahead and if one person goes ahead, pull the entire community up. So I am extremely happy right now for where the creator community is going in the country. I'm really happy that our government and the PM and everybody is really acknowledging our efforts and giving us the respect that we deserve. And I'm really happy that we are going out there on international platforms and we are able to represent our country as creators.
Absolutely.
So no, never felt that.
That's amazing. I also want to know this कि अब जैसे हम देखते हैं Instagram का भी एल्गोरिथम चेंज होता रहता है. पहले पिक्चर्स थी, फिर IGTV आया, अब रील्स है. So how do you manage to stay relevant at all times?
हाँ, अब देखो रेलेवेंस, ऑफ कोर्स ये शॉर्ट फॉर्म कंटेंट है तो आपको रेलेवेंट रहना पड़ेगा. आपको बार बार लोगों को अपने पेज पे ऐसा कंटेंट क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा कि लोग बार बार आपके चैनल पे, आपके पेज पे आए वापस. तो ये तो एक नॉर्मल प्रोग्रेशन ऑफ लाइफ है. देखिए, अब जैसे पहले सिनेमा में हम सिर्फ मूवी थिएटर्स में जाया करते थे, उसके बाद OTT आया. अभी हम अपने घर में ही बैठ के नेटफ्लिक्स पे नई मूवी देख लेते हैं जो रिलीज हुई. पहले हम फ्राइडे का वेट किया करते थे, टिकट्स एडवांस में बुक करते थे, ब्लैक में टिकट्स बिकती थी, फिर जाके एक अच्छी मूवी हम देख पाते थे. तो आई थिंक ऐसे ही कंटेंट क्रिएशन का भी एक नेचुरल प्रोग्रेशन है. पहले इस ऐप पे सिर्फ पिक्चर्स होते थे. इट वाज अ पिक्चर शेयरिंग ऐप, इंस्टाग्राम. देन इट मूव्ड ऑन टू IGTV, जैसे आपने बताया, लॉन्ग फॉर्म. देन टिकटॉक काइंड ऑफ शॉर्ट फॉर्म कंटेंट, रील्स आ गए. तो आई थिंक नेचुरल प्रोग्रेशन है एंड हमें इसे एम्ब्रेस करना चाहिए और हमें इसे एक नेचुरल प्रोग्रेशन ऑफ थिंग्स समझ के इसके साथ अपनी क्रिएटिविटी को मर्ज करके अपने ऑडियंस के लिए हम बेस्ट क्या रेसिपी बना सकते हैं वो सोचना चाहिए.
Right. So what is that one tip that you would want to give to budding content creators?
ऑथेंटिक, बी ऑथेंटिक, बी रियल. बहुत इजी है सोशल मीडिया पे अपने आप को खो देना, to forget who you are, to dress up like somebody, to talk like somebody, to be like somebody else, and to even be like how your audience wants you to be. But what has worked for me personally has only been authenticity. The moment I'm real, the moment I say something real, I post content that's more real to my personality and who I am, people have loved me, they've embraced me. So authenticity is one thing that you should just stick to, like your dharma and karma as a creator.
Perfect. So I think Sonam, it's time we talk about the big thing coming up your way, which is you making your debut at the Cannes Film Festival. So how do you feel about it? Many congratulations, first of all, to you. So yes,
Thank
how do
you.
you feel?
I am overwhelmed with
Hmm.
emotions, to be honest.
Hmm.
I will not be the bigger person and say मुझे तो पता ही था मैं एक दिन कैन जाऊंगी, बिल्कुल भी ऐसा नहीं था. मुझे
हाँ.
बिल्कुल नहीं पता था और मैंने बिल्कुल सोचा भी नहीं था. ये एक बहुत बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी है और मैं इसे बिल्कुल जायर ना करते हुए अपनी कंट्री
Hmm.
को वहाँ अच्छे से रिप्रेजेंट करना चाहूंगी. मैं चाहूंगी कि दुनिया नोटिस करे कि इंडिया के एक्टर्स और क्रिएटर्स कितने टैलेंटेड हैं. आई नॉट फॉर अ मोमेंट am I going to take this moment for granted. I am
Hmm.
extremely grateful for the love of my fans and followers, because of whom I am here today giving this interview and talking about a platform like Can, जिसे बचपन में मैं newspapers में पढ़ती थी. It's a huge moment for me and I have nothing but gratitude and love in my heart.
Love that. Also, was this something that you manifested? Because जैसे आपने Paris Fashion Week के लिए कहा था, that was something you manifested. ये भी manifest किया था?
Yes, actually newspaper cutting last year 2023 का जो कैन फिल्म फेस्टिवल था, उसमें अनुष्का शर्मा की एक पिक्चर थी जो मुझे बहुत पसंद आई.
हाँ.
और मैंने अपने विजन बोर्ड पे वो पिक्चर लगा के उसमें अपना चेहरा लगाया.
Oh
कि
wow, that's
एक दिन
great.
अनुष्का की तरह मैं भी मैनिफेस्ट करूंगी और मैं भी कैन फिल्म फेस्टिवल जाऊंगी. और उसके बाद मुझे ये अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली. मैं मैनिफेस्टेशन में बहुत बिलीव करती हूँ. आई फील दैट इफ यू truly put your intention out there and you don't distrust the process, you trust the process and you have strong belief within you and you don't doubt it, it will come to you.
Mm, right. And
So
see,
this
that really
moment,
worked out for
me
you.
and my followers have manifested similar. My followers, the amount of girls in my community who cheer for me every day. That's only now you have to go here. Now you have to go here. Yes, since yesterday, the kind of messages that I've been receiving from women on social media that मुझे हमें ऐसे लग रहा है, the people who don't know me, these are strangers कि हमें
Hmm.
ऐसे लग रहा है हम जा रहे हैं कैन,
Oh,
हमारी
wow,
सोनम
that's so
जा रही है,
sweet.
हमारी दीदी जा रही है. So that love just means so much, and I always want to be worthy of it.
That's so sweet. And on that note, I would also want to know कि आपका जो look है, of course आप बता तो नहीं सकते उसके बारे में, but एक idea अगर मिल जाए, so that would be great.
My stylist doesn't want to reveal much, but मैं आपको इतना बता सकती हूँ कि हम purely Indian
Hmm.
culture और Indian heritage को represent करें. Purely Indian
Wow,
heritage.
that's amazing. और क्योंकि हमने अब मैनिफेस्टेशन की बात करी एंड यू मेक अ लॉट ऑफ वीडियोस और मैनिफेस्टेशन एंड दैट्स समथिंग दैट पर्सनली मेरे को बहुत अच्छी लगती है आपकी वो वीडियोस. तो उस बारे में आई वांट टू आस्क सम क्वेश्चंस एंड कुछ डाउट्स हैं लोगों के जो आई वुड वांट इफ यू कुड एक्नॉलेज दैट टू फॉस्टर बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग, राइट? सो शैल आई स्टार्ट?
Please.
Okay, so the first question is, when someone is manifesting, they are being advised to journal out their thoughts or affirm it daily. But at the same time, they're also supposed to not get too attached or obsessed with what they want. So, how does one navigate a midpoint where they affirm daily but also don't get obsessed?
So आपको अपने जो goals हैं वो हर रोज नहीं लिखने. I never say that you have to journal and write your goals every day. No. I always say
Okay.
you just write your feelings every day. What you're feeling.
Hmm.
Down on a paper. For your goals, whenever, for example, I made a vision board in January. Now it's
Hmm.
May. So I wrote my goals in January and then I forgot about them. And for me, Can manifested in May.
Hmm.
I wrote about Paris Fashion Week 2 years back. It
Okay.
manifested after 2 years. तो ऐसा थोड़ी कि मैं रोज लिख रही हूँ I have to go to Paris Fashion Week, I have to go to Cannes Film Festival. No, it doesn't work
Okay.
like that. As and when a goal comes to your mind, write it on a piece of paper or write it on your journal and leave it. I mean, don't get too attached to it. कि oh my God, don't be scared कि ये नहीं मिला तो मेरी तो life रुक जाएगी. That kind of attachment and that kind of fear really blocks your manifestations from coming true.
Hmm.
When I say journal daily, I mean to say
Hmm.
write a gratitude journal daily.
Okay.
Smallest of things. For example, आपने एक अच्छी meal खाई. You had a nice chat with your parent. You played with
Hmm.
your pet. You woke up and you got breakfast on your table. Your mother cooked breakfast. These are small little things to be grateful for, and we forget to be grateful about them. So you have to write your gratitude journal, if not every day, as much as possible. For your goals, I will suggest do not write them every day. It will make you obsess around it too much. For your goals, you should have a clear goal in your mind. Write it, start working towards it, forget about it.
Okay.
Forget that you've written the goal, but don't forget that you have to still work towards it. You have to still take action towards it. The universe loves two things: gratitude and action. That is what I want you to do every day. You don't have to write your goals every day.
So you're saying affirmations are totally different.
Affirmation is totally different from writing your goals. Affirmation मैं everyday करती हूँ. मैंने इस इंटरव्यू से पहले भी किया है. सिमरन, I everyday tell myself that I am lovely, I am worthy, I am confident, I am successful, I am amazing, I am loved by everyone. Because self-doubt बहुत ही easily creep कर जाता है हमारी personality में, हमें realize भी नहीं होता है. तो जैसे हम किसी को प्यार करते हैं तो उसको हर रोज बोलते हैं ना I love you. अपने बॉयफ्रेंड को, गर्लफ्रेंड को, अपनी मदर को, फादर को, तो हम अपने आप को क्यों नहीं बोल सकते हैं? सो दैट इज व्हाट एफर्मेशंस मीन. Affirmation is a form of affirming to oneself that you love yourself and that you're worthy of the good things that are coming your way. Otherwise, कई बार क्या होता है, दुनिया में इतना शोर है ना, कोई आपको किसी तरह पुल डाउन कर रहा है, कोई आपको किसी तरह पुल डाउन कर रहा है. अब सिमरन, आपको भी 10 लोग बोलते होंगे कि अरे दैट इंटरव्यू वाज नॉट गुड, यू कुड हैव डन बेटर. बट उस आवाज से ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट वो आवाज है जो आपके दिल में है. तो मैं अपने दिल की आवाज पे काम करती हूँ ताकि बाहर का जो शोर है, जो नॉइज है, वो कम हो पाए और मेरी आवाज ज्यादा बड़ी हो पाए. दैट्स एफर्मेशंस.
Right. Okay. Coming to next questions. What are some mistakes that people make that delays their manifestation?
I have a long list. My God. Okay. A few things are self-doubt. Sometimes, like yesterday, I got a text from this girl that Sonamdi, I'm trying to manifest my dream soulmate. I want to marry someone, and I've been trying to manifest for 5 years, but it's not happening for me. So I had a call with her, and I asked her that, fine, you want to marry someone, but what are your blocks, mental blocks around marriage? Tell me that. So she said, I've grown up seeing a bad marriage, so I'm very scared. So that is when I told her कि आप अपने जो गोल को लिख रहे हो, आप उसमें पूरी तरह अभी बिलीव नहीं करते हो. आपको अभी भी डाउट है, आपके अंदर अभी भी फियर है, आपके अंदर अभी भी इनसिक्योरिटीज है. आपको उन मेंटल ब्लॉक्स पे वो रिमूव करने पे काम करना है. सो रिमूविंग सेल्फ डाउट एंड मेंटल ब्लॉक्स is the first and most important thing which people forget. They think लिख लिया गोल और हो गया manifest, but it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Number 1. Number 2, people stop taking action. People think अब तो मैंने लिख के छोड़ दिया, अब यूनिवर्स देखेगा, मेरा कोई काम नहीं है इसमें. नो, सी यूनिवर्स मीट्स यू हाफ वे, बट हाफ वे आपको भी जाना है.
Right.
आप अपना एक्शन, अपना कर्मा तो आपको करना पड़ेगा. Even though CANS has manifested for me, I still have to work hard. My team is and I are working on it 24/7 that we put our best foot forward. I can't just sit here and say मेरा तो हो गया manifestation through, अब मुझे कुछ नहीं करना. No. So you have to still take action. So taking action is very important. Removing self-doubt and mental blocks is very important. One very important thing also that I have seen in people is lack of clarity. मुझे अमीर बनना है. That's their manifestation. I want to be rich. How rich? For somebody, 100 rupees is rich. For somebody, 1 lakh is also not rich. You have to be very clear about your goals, how much you want, what time you want, how do you plan to achieve it. So there has to be a step-by-step process in your mind which you're going to write and be clear. आपको कार चाहिए. I always say, what color car do you want? What model do you want? When do you want this car? How are you going to feel when you drive this car? So, like that.
Okay. Is manifestation different from being an optimistic person, having positive mindset? If yes, then how?
I think they're interrelated. A positive mindset is very important for your manifestation. Manifestation is a science. Manifestation means you're vibrating on the same energy of your desire. For example, you want to be a billionaire, but if you're
Hmm.
still not a billionaire, but you're still thinking, acting, talking, working like a billionaire, eventually one day you will become a billionaire.
Okay.
Um, so manifestation is a science, and positive mindset, I think, is like पानी में चीनी. अगर ये दोनों चीजें मिल जाएं, then positive mindset really helps you manifest your goals. So they are, I don't think they are different. I think they are interrelated, and one supports the other.
All right. Do you think manifestation can lead to unhealthy mental states like delusion and denial?
Delusion is a very subjective concept.
Okay.
When I used to tell my friends that one day I'm going to be in a movie, they used to think I'm delusional. When I left my first job and I told them that I am going to make money as an artist, they thought I was delusional because मेरे entire circle, खानदान, community में आज तक किसी ने art से या acting से या performing arts से पैसे नहीं कमाए थे. So delusion का जो definition है वो सबके लिए अलग होता है. और मुझे तो ऐसे लगता है the more delusional you are, the more you will achieve. I am very, as per others, I am very delusional कि मुझे तो ये भी मिलेगा, मैं तो ये भी मैनिफेस्ट कर लूंगी, ये भी आ जाएगा मेरी लाइफ में. बट जब तक आप सपने नहीं देखोगे और लोग आपको बोलेंगे नहीं कि तू पागल है, तब तक आप कैसे बड़े बनो. मुझे लगता है सबको, शाहरुख खान को, सचिन तेंदुलकर को, लता मंगेशकर को, मोदी जी को, when he was a चाय वाला, इमेजिन अगर वो किसी को बोलते कि एक दिन मैं इंडिया का पीएम बनूंगा, तो लोग बोलेंगे नहीं कि आप डिल्यूजनल हो.
Right.
So I think delusion is a beautiful thing. People who are delusional are my kind of people.
So Delulu is the only Salulu.
Delulu is the Salulu.
Okay. But it's different from denial. Let's talk about that. Can it lead to denial?
There has to be a very fine balance between your delusion and practicality. Denial is a state of mind जब आप किसी fact को deny करते हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अभी मैं बोलूं कि मैंने तो ब्लू कलर पहना है, आप झूठ बोल रहे हो, मैंने तो ब्लू पहना है, मैंने तो येलो पहना ही नहीं है. दैट्स डिनायल. बट अगर मैं डिलूजनल हूं तो मैं बोलूंगी कि दिस इज अ ब्यूटिफुल कलर बट इट्स गोइंग टू टर्न इनटू अ रेनबो सून. दैट्स डिलूजन. दैट्स बिलीविंग इन योर डिल्यूजन्स. I think delusional and denial are very different things, although हम बहुत ही हार्डकोर साइकोलॉजिकल फैक्ट में जा रहे हैं. मैं चाहूंगी कि प्रोफेशनल थेरेपिस्ट इसका आंसर दे. लेकिन
राइट.
लेकिन बीइंग अ लिटिल डिल्यूजनल इज गुड फॉर यू.
ओके. एंड लास्टली, if you can tell us a quick way to manifest something.
एक सिंपल सा टिप दे दूं. सुबह उठ के आपको आपका दिन जैसा चाहिए ना, आप सुबह उठे, ऑफिस जाने से पहले आप यू टुक योर शावर. और शावर लेना इसलिए जरूरी बिकॉज आपके एनर्जीज उस टाइम व्हेन यू टेक अ शावर, योर एनर्जीज आर एट द प्योरेस्ट, यू नो, इन द डे. आप डे शुरू कर रहे हो, इसीलिए कहते हैं पूजा से पहले हमेशा, यू नो, जस्ट टेक अ शावर. सो आफ्टर यू हैव टेकन अ शावर, यू आर क्लीन, just sit down for 2 minutes and visualize how you want your day to go.
Okay.
For example, before this interview, I sat down for 30 seconds and I visualized it to go like this. Nicely, happily. No tough questions, no trick questions coming my way. So, visualization एक बहुत अच्छा टूल है. अगर आप इसको 1 महीना यूज करेंगे ना, तो आप देखेंगे कि आपकी लाइफ में फर्क आया है. Another small tip that I would like to give about manifestation is, if you can't visualize, अगर आपकी imagination इतनी अच्छी नहीं है कि you can imagine how your day or how your life is going to be, just write it down. Write down as a script. जैसे फिल्म राइटर फिल्म की स्क्रिप्ट लिखता है ना, वैसे डिटेल में एक स्क्रिप्ट लिख लो अपनी लाइफ की. उस स्क्रिप्ट को रोज पढ़ लो सोने से पहले, because before sleeping, right after you sleep, your subconscious mind is very very active, and before sleeping जो भी आप thoughts सोचते हो ना, वो सीधा subconscious में जाते हैं. So if you start reading the script of your life, your dream life, it's going to go into your subconscious, and then your subconscious is going to work with the universe to make it a reality.
Right. That was very interesting, and I'm sure I'm going to do this. I'm going to apply this in my life, and I'll tell you if it worked or not for me.
You have to tell me.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. All right, Sonam, thank you so much. It was lovely speaking to you, and all the best to you. I'm sure you will shine at the Cannes Film Festival. I look forward to your pictures.
Thank you
Thank
so much for
you.
having me. Thank you.